without him. I loved him. I trusted him. I gave him my everything. I left everything behind for Jesus. And now, what have I done? How could I have done something so despicable, disgusting, to betray him? He wasn't just another teacher, another prophet, a miracle worker. He was my friend, my closest friend. He moved into the neighborhood with us. In his own way, he built trust with me and my buddies, and then he called us to be his disciples. And I remember that day. I remember that day when he was there on the shore, and I was out in my boat in my characteristic way. I tried my hardest and worked all night and caught absolutely nothing. And then there he shouts from the shore, "Throw your nets on the other side of the boat, and you'll have a catch." I may not be brilliant, but if there's no fish on this side of the boat, there's not any fish on that side of the boat either. Because you say so, Lord, I will. We caught more fish than I'd ever caught before in my life. Amazing. A miracle. And I fell at his feet. Away from me, Lord. I'm a sinful man. And no matter how hard I tried to push him away and to get him out of my life and to test his love for me, he wouldn't leave. Away from me, Lord. I'm a sinful man. He's finally listened. He's finally gone. How could I have betrayed a friend like this? No one's ever done it before. I'm disgusting, despicable, worthless, beyond the reach of forgiveness or mercy or grace. No one has ever betrayed a friend like this before. Well, Judas had become Judas. At least Judas did it for the money. He was motivated by strategy. If he said it once, he said it 100 times. Isn't it time for him to show who he is? To step out into the front? To let people see he's really the Messiah? What was I motivated by? Fear? Selfishness? When my best friend needed me most, it was all about me. A worthless fisherman I've been. And a worthless fisherman I'll be. Oh. Why? How? My friend who raised the dead, who healed the sick. Nothing was impossible for you. How did you go to the cross? The one on that mountain whose face shone like the sun. This was not just another man. This was our Messiah, our King. We declared it when he rode in on the donkey. You're the King. Save us. And yet, how? From the cross. What did he say? Father, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. I've seen him claim to be God's son, and almost getting stoned for that declaration and walking away without a scratch. He could have blinked. He could have snapped his fingers, just thought it, and petitioning his Father, 1,000 armed angels would have been dispatched to save him. And when I wasn't willing to even be there for my friend, how could he be willing to go all the way to the cross? Nothing was impossible for this man. Nothing. He wasn't afraid of religious leaders. He wasn't afraid to be tainted by the sin of people that the religious establishment said were worthless, were fruitless, were despicable, were beyond the reach of mercy and grace and forgiveness. And miracle of miracles, he captured my heart. He lifted my eyes from being all about me and my business and my life and my plans, and somehow opened my eyes and softened my heart just enough to be open to his plan, to his purpose, to his calling for me. How could I have betrayed a friend like that? And how could there be hope for me? How could there be forgiveness? How could there be grace when I've done something like this? I wonder where Jesus is tonight. If he's enjoying his money, knowing him, his conscience is probably bothering him at least as much as mine is bothering me. And what was it that Jesus said? 3 days later, there'd be new life, rising from the dead. One of his powerful word pictures, no doubt. And how are we supposed to experience life when you are stone cold dead? How can there be new life for me? Forgiveness, hope. When we're left here, nothing. Maybe on the third day, Judas could learn to let go. And maybe Thomas could discover how to trust. And Nathaniel realized that it doesn't have to look a certain way. And John could realize what love, the kind of love that you gave us, really looks like. And Mary and Martha could see what it is to be at your feet in diligence and trust. And Lazarus, he could learn how to preach and proclaim and lead others to you as powerfully as you did. And what can I do? I'm not even much of a fisherman, and I'm good at putting my foot in my mouth. I'm good at being afraid. Yeah. Very good at that. Maybe there's life on the third day for some other disciples, but not for me. The blood of the Passover lamb has been slain. It's fallen to the ground. And here I am, left without my Messiah, without hope, without forgiveness, without grace. Who am I? What have I done? Who was this man, and what did he do? Could there be